Welcome to Let's Make Learning English Easy channel. If you are new to channel, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Today we are going to learn 80 common phrasal verbs with meaning and examples. The first phrasal verb that we will learn is back up. This phrasal verb we must have listened so many times. But what does it mean? It means to support or defend someone. किसी को सपोर्ट करना या किसी को डिफेंड करना हो तब हम बैकअप फ्रेजल वर्ब का यूज़ करते हैं। अगर हम एग्जाम्पल के साथ इसको समझना चाहें तो लेट्स से दैट व्हेन द क्लास वाज मेकिंग फन ऑफ मी ओनली द टीचर बैक्ड मी अप। व्हाट डज इट मीन? इसका मतलब हुआ कि जब सारी क्लास के स्टूडेंट्स मेरा मजाक उड़ा रहे थे, मेरा फ़न बना रहे थे, तब केवल टीचर ने मेरा साथ दिया, मेरे लिए खड़े हुए। सो बैकअप का मतलब ये होता है दैट मीन्स द होल क्लास वॉज मेकिंग फन ऑफ मी, ओनली द टीचर वॉज स्टैंडिंग फॉर मी or was defending me. So here we will use the phrasal verb back up. Let's jump to second phrasal verb. The second phrasal verb is break down. Break down. Now what does it mean? The meaning of the phrasal verb break down is to stop working, especially in reference to machines. Phrasal verb break down का मतलब होता है कोई भी चीज़ काम करना जब बंद कर दे, तो यहाँ पर हम रेफरेंस कर रहे हैं किसी मशीन का। फॉर एग्जाम्पल रेफ्रिजरेटर, ओवन, माइक्रोवेव, वॉशिंग मशीन और या कुछ भी जो भी मैकेनिक सामान हो। नाउ टू स्टॉप वर्किंग स्पेशली इन रेफरेंस टू मशीन, जब कोई मशीन ख़राब हो जाती है, काम करना बंद कर देती है, तब हम इस फ्रेजल वर्ब ब्रेक डाउन का यूज़ करते हैं। नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड इट मोर क्लियरली विद एग्जाम्पल। The ice cream machine at McDonald's often breaks down. That means कि मैकडोनल्ड में जो कि आइसक्रीम मशीन है वह बार बार ख़राब हो जाती है। सो यहाँ पर मशीन ख़राब होने के लिए हम यूज़ कर रहे हैं break. Let's hop in to the third phrasal verb. Now what is that? That is call around. Call around. Now what does it mean? It means to contact multiple people. To कॉन्टैक्ट मल्टीपल पीपल, दैट मीन्स बहुत सारे लोगों से संपर्क करने की कोशिश करना या संपर्क करना। ठीक है, अब लेट्स डू अंडरस्टैंड इट विद सम एग्जाम्पल। रॉय कॉल्ड around to find a nearby mechanic. So here a person named Roy need a mechanic, and for that case he contacted so many person. So here he is using the phrasal verb call around. So I think it must be clear to you where we can use the phrasal verb call around. Can you make a sentence and post it down in the comment section? या आप भी call around phrasal verb को यूज़ करके सेंटेंस बना सकते हैं? अगर हाँ तो प्लीज़ कमेंट में एग्जाम्पल के रूप में वो सेंटेंस पोस्ट करना मत भूलिएगा। और हाँ, प्लीज़ चैनल को लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब जरूर से ज़रूर कीजिएगा। Let's hop in to the fourth phrasal verb. The fourth phrasal verb is call off. Now what does it mean? It means to cancel a planned event. That means there is a planned event and due to certain reason you have to call it off, right? For example, we called the party off or we called off the party. This is the phrasal verb that we normally use to cancel a planned event. Let's go to the next phrasal verb, calm down. The meaning of the calm down is to relax after an energetic or irritated state. We must have used it so many times. If someone is angry, we must say, calm down, calm down. But what is the meaning? You must have known it. Now let's see the example. I need a few minutes to calm down after that match, right? The match must be very hectic and you need some time to calm down. So here you are using the phrasal verb calm down. So calm down is used, okay? Where it is used? We normally use it to relax. It may be applied on you or you may use it for another person. For example, if someone is very angry and you want that person to relax, then what you will say? You will definitely use this phrasal verb, that is calm down. You might say, calm down, it's okay. Now, the next phrasal verb is check out. Now, what does it mean? Let's see. The meaning of the phrasal verb check out is to examine a person or a thing. So, to examine someone, okay, it might be a person or it might be a thing, we use the phrasal verb check out. Now, when we use the phrasal verb in a reference to a person, okay, then how it is like? It is like looking at them, looking at that person with romantic interest, okay. When we use check out for a person, okay, particularly I am explaining it, that when we use check out the phrasal verb in reference to a person, then it is something with romantic interest. Now let's see some example. The next phrasal verb is cheer up. Now what does it mean? To make someone happy, especially if they were previously sad. So the meaning of the phrasal verb cheer up is to make someone happy. Right? That person might be sad due to some reason and you want them to be happy, and for that you are using the phrasal verb cheer up. Let's understand it more clearly with examples. Reading always cheers me up in a rainy day. That means if you are sad in a rainy day and you want to make yourself happy, then how you become happy? By reading. So here we are using the phrasal verb cheers me up, right? And when you are using it for other person, you will say, cheer up. Losing and winning is a part of game, right? Because if the person has lost a game, you want to cheer them up, so you will use this phrasal verb cheer up in that case. I think I made myself clear. Please do make more sentences with the phrasal verb cheer up and do comment down below. So I think cheer up is clear. To make someone happy, especially if they were previously sad. Now let me repeat the example again. Reading always cheers me up on a rainy day, when you are using in context for yourself. Now let's go to clean up. Yeah, clean up is our next phrasal verb. But what does it mean? Let's understand it. Clean up is to be extremely successful in an endeavor such as business, sports, or gambling. So, when you are very much successful, either be business, sports, or gambling, you can use the phrasal verb clean up. Now, let's understand it with some example. Our hockey team cleaned up at a tournament and went home undefeated. That means you had a very smooth win. Okay, to define that, we will use a phrasal verb clean up. Though clean up has multiple meaning that we will see later on. So the first meaning is to be extremely successful, whether it be business, sports, or gambling. As example, I said our hockey team cleaned up at a tournament and went home undefeated. That means they had a very clean, smooth win. Now, the another meaning of the phrasal verb clean up is to stop engaging in questionable behavior, such as consuming drugs or alcohol. Her boss said she had to either clean up or find a new job. That means clean up is to erase the things which is bad. Okay, in that context, something which you have done bad in your past, that is not good, and you have to erase it up, you have to clean it up. So the another meaning of the phrasal verb clean up is to stop engaging in questionable behavior such as consuming drugs or alcohol. And this example is a perfect example to understand the meaning because it depicted so clearly. I want to repeat it again. Her boss said she had to either clean up or find a new job. So that means she has been engaged in some questionable behavior. The another meaning of the phrasal verb clean up is to tidy an area. Definitely we must have heard it so many times with our mum mouth. That is clean up, clean up. So the another meaning of the phrasal verb clean up is to tidy an area. Now let's understand with some example. John cleaned the living room up. John cleaned up the living room. That means the room was quite untidy and John need to clean it, right? So, to explain the situation, we are using the phrasal verb clean up here. So, I think you must have understood the meaning of the clean up. Now, let's go to the next phrasal verb come around. Now, what does it mean? To change one's opinion or see a new point of view. I think it must be something new to you. So, let me describe you. To change one's opinion, किसी के सोच को बदलना और see a new point of view, एक नई सोच देखना. Let's do understand with some examples. I never liked seafood but came around after trying fried calamari. So that person didn't like seafood or any fish that kind of, but his thoughts were changed after he tried some specific kind of seafood named calamari. So here we are using the phrasal verb came around, come around, because there is a change in one opinion. Now let's see the another phrasal verb come between. What is the meaning of the phrasal verb come between? The meaning of the phrasal verb come between is to interfere with a relationship between two people. And it is very obvious that you can understand the meaning of come between by just listening it only, right? To interfere with a relationship, someone is having a relationship and you are becoming a third person, that is to come between. Now let's understand with examples. After more than 50 years of partnership, nothing could come between them. That means their partnership is so strong that nothing could come between their partnership. So come between means to come, to interfere in a relationship between two people. Mostly it's like between relation only. We use this phrasal verb come between. It's your turn to make a new sentence with this phrasal verb come between. Let me see how many of you can make lots of sentences using this phrasal verb. And if you do, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel and post your comment in the comment box. So come between must be very clear to you. Let's hop in to the another phrasal verb, that is come down with. Now come down with is very common phrasal verb that we mostly use, right, when we catch an illness. So the meaning is the same only. Come down with, meaning of this phrasal verb is to catch an illness. Let's see with example. After traveling, Chandra came down with a cold. So we don't say usually like I am sick or kind of, but we use a phrasal verb come down with cold or something else, and it sounds so good.